Okay guys, we're here in the Dolomites in Italy and we're gonna test out the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Let's go!
You can skip to a chapter in the video timeline or just watch the whole video. It's up to you. The first test is centered around obstacle avoidance, of course, since that is new with the DJI Mini series. It now has sensors in the front, in the back and facing downwards. It does not have sideways sensors, so we're not gonna fly it sideways for this test. Let's see how well it performs. Now this obviously works. You can still see how I'm actively trying my best to crash it into the tree, and the drone making steps to decrease the speed and increase its time to calculate the surroundings. Will it be so smart when I select sport mode? Well, that didn't quite work out. Looks like it does not work when moving in sport speeds. Only a few scratches though. Let's move to another location and test out the obstacle avoidance with some more difficult terrain. So while moving backwards, the drone had some issues. It couldn't find a way back, but since it does not have a side sensor, it was pretty nerve-wracking. I hoped that the back sensors would have just guided it home, but sadly it does not work flawlessly. Even though it didn't find its way back, it's still very impressive with all these tree branches. But then while testing a few more scenarios, it finally gave up. After I reviewed the footage, it was pretty clear that the drone should have picked it up as a danger. But even though I only pushed forward, it was doubting whether to go left or right, and at the end, thought right was the best option and it crashed.
Man down, man down.
So the active track mode is where you select a person or an object to follow and it will use its sensors to guide it. But of course, like previously mentioned, it has no side sensors. So sometimes it's a bit tricky. So while using the active track mode, it flew away close to the ground and the high grass got into the propellers. This seems to be the deadliest weapon, as the sound it produced after was very loud. Anyway, it was a quick fix to untangle it. But let's try this a few more times and see what happens with the drone. Okay, so after this test, the end of the propeller got destroyed, and because of it, it had difficulty flying straight. So it seems this is more lethal to the drone than flying it straight into a tree. Anywho, the final test is just messing around. See how it holds up. Enjoy.
No.
What I'm most impressed about is the fact that it always tries to get back to its original location, even though I forcefully pull it the other way. It throws all its power into making sure it stays there, or gets back. Very impressive. The drone worked fine after, even though I spilled 500 milliliters of water directly into the propellers and a whole bag of flour. It's crazy what it can withstand. I hope that by watching this video, you know how awesome the DJI Mini 3 Pro is. If you enjoyed this video, then please share it with others. Thank you so much, and for now, have a fantastic day.